Surrounded by infidels and Catholics on all sides, we unified our people through might and diplomacy. Together we were able to withstand Asturias' assault and outlast its butcher king Alfonso III. Asturias is dealing with succession under a subpar king. Al-Andalus is still ruled by a Shari, despite the fact that the peasantry and lower nobles follow a different Islamic faith. After many decades of this, they are finally crumbling. The time is ripe for us to strike back for the first time. We will make a place for our Mozarabic faith on this tumultuous peninsula. We are stronger than we ever were, Asturias' king is a lunatic, and I think it's time for war. Now, we don't directly need to attack Asturias in order to form a kingdom, but as they are in a uniquely weak position right now, I think it's a good idea for us to attack them, and by taking basically half of their realm, literally every county that we border, we will be weakening them severely. And that way, they will hopefully never be a threat again. So let's do it. Now, I am going to preemptively hire some mercenaries, just a couple of these guys. As much as to deny it to them, than it is to just bolster my own armies. Because they will be hiring mercenaries, I have no doubt. Now, they're sieging one of my counties down. Well, that's okay, even if they do siege it down. Their counties are the war goal, and as long as they're distracted here, I can go down there and smash them whenever I want. Which is now. Will I get there before they finish the siege? I won't. Well, no matter. Oh, but they're running away. That was a mistake. They should have stayed and thought. They would have at least been a defender then, and I probably wouldn't have been able to beat them because I will have been crossing a river. This way I was the defender. Okay, well good. Now, do I want to siege down another war goal county, or do I want to go for their capital? Let's go for their capital. If they hire mercenaries, that's where they'll spawn. Oh, never mind. What's this? Oh, see, they hired a holy order. Now, I didn't think they will have been able to do that because we are astray, not hostile. But I guess they can, alright. Oh, maybe that's because these Muvaladi guys are attacking them. Man, this guy is crazy. He attacked me earlier even though he was weaker than me, and now he's attacking Asturias even though he's weaker than them. I mean, fair enough. I am currently distracting Asturias, but still. Okay, so hopefully when they win that war, that holy order will go away. Let me just keep an eye on them to make sure they don't swing that holy order over towards me. Oh, and they are doing exactly that. That's a little worrying. Hopefully they'll stop here and siege this county. Yes, they are, alright. If I capture their heir, that should hopefully win me the war. Maybe. Uh-oh, they're going towards me. Okay, let me just assault this fort real quick. And get the heck out of here. Will I have enough time? It'll take me 34 days, so probably not. Okay, I'll try and slip by this way. Oh, and that did not work. That did not work at all. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Really unfortunate that they hired that holy order to fight this random guy. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll just wait here, maybe siege down another county after my troops have recovered, and wait for them to win this war against this lunatic, and that will hopefully mean that the holy order goes away. They're at a 100% war score against the count, and they've just won, and their holy order did go away. Great, okay. Now they're going down to put on this peasant uprising. Hopefully I can catch them there. Yes, there we go, and that's another victory for us. And there we go, with our capital recaptured. Excellent, I get legitimacy, bringing me out to rightful, and I gain a whole lot of land. So taking a look at wider Iberia, it looks like Asturias has been defeated and will never be a threat to me again. We are quite strong, at least compared to what we used to be. And Andalusia has collapsed with me having done nothing. Well, except help a few rebellions at the start of the game, whatever. And we are still in the hostility phase, moving towards compromise. Now, when we get to compromise, struggle clashes will only be able to get us one county, and we still won't be able to do holy wars. So I guess it won't be that easy to expand then. Well, that's fine. If we can capture enough land before then to become powerful, we can use the compromise phase to build up our strength, to make ourselves unstoppable. And just as I win another struggle clash against Asturias, putting them down here in this corner, the hostility phase ends and the current compromise phase begins. That's fine, we are definitely the strongest realm in Iberia. I'm gonna spend a few years just consolidating my power, so that when the opportunity phase strikes, we will be in a perfect position to take advantage of it. I may even capture some strategic counties. For example, if I were to say take the county of Plasencia, then when the opportunity phase strikes, I can do another struggle clash, and that will allow me to take like 3 or 4 new counties from them in just one war. I can also use this time to clean up a few of these one county minors. As far as my family is concerned, my wife is doing fine, despite the fact that I've given her lover's box. I have 3 children, 2 daughters and a son who I'm raising to be a martial-focused character. And finally I have enough money to form the Kingdom of Castile. And man, it took us 60 years, but we're finally kings. The Castala court. Let them see their new king. Now let's first decorate our little throne room. Of course, we have our house and dynasty banner for a little bit more renown and prestige, and we've also had this fine tapestry for decades, and we can finally display it for a little bit of extra grandeur and dynasty opinion. And we took this from the Navarrans, I think. The Australonese chest, a chest of masterful craftsmanship. It is constructed from olive wood planks. The wood has been painted with a zoomorphic motif. Zoomorphic, that's something to do with like animals or something? Whatever. More renown, more piety, more grandeur. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna overdo it with court amenities for now. I'm just gonna go to level 2 with every one of these amenity types. That's gonna put us to level 4 court grandeur. And we currently have the diplomatic court. Or we could do the scholarly court. I think diplomatic court will be more useful for us for now. And let's hold court for the first time. We can grant some tax relief to some random counties. Okay, this gal wants me to press her claim on Zanzir. Now that is interesting. We can't of course press her claim on the kingdom, because that way we don't really gain anything, except for her gratitude. But maybe we will be able to press her claim on the Duchy of Sarakishta. Oh, what's this? Splitting the crown with the creation of the Kingdom of Castala and the throne of old Asturias vacant, the Kingdom of Pelagius has finally been outgrown. Its rump shall forever be known as Leon, at least till that too is eclipsed by the rise of Castala. Okay, so Kingdom of Leon... Okay, so it basically just renames the Kingdom of Asturias to the Kingdom of Leon. Fair enough. Anyway, we don't seem to be able to press the claim of that guest of ours. Maybe she has to be our courtier for us to press her claims, I'm not sure. But as you can see, I have expanded a little bit. This guy is a peasant leader that overthrew his Muslim overlords, and then he willingly accepted to be my vassal. Over here in the west I have allied the Duchy of Galicia. Together we completely dissolved the Kingdom of Asturias. And this is the Former king of Asturias just chilling on this mountain here. He will soon be absorbed by either me or by my allies in Galicia. But that's not something that concerns me for now. What I'm more interested in is the kingdom of Aquitaine. They are interlopers, they are not part of the Iberian struggle. Which means that even through our compromise phase, we can do a war for a whole duchy. The Duchy of Barcelona specifically is a great target. And they do wanna do that, but they are strong. Maybe I should wait for them to weaken a little bit, and also I do need to fill up my treasury as I spent the last penny on creating the Kingdom of Castalla. Well, that was sudden. At the young age of 47, I died of heart failure. I mean, I did have the lover's pox, I was melancholic, and I was wounded, so maybe it's something I should have seen coming, but whatever. The good news is, I am now King Mansur II, who is a much better character than his father. I did give him a county here to help him train him up to be a better ruler, and it looks like that succeeded. He has very good stats, well, except for intrigue and learning. He is a skilled tactician, so he already has a couple of perks in the martial lifestyle. I will be going down the martial lifestyle as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to be leading my own troops with this character. And that succession did cause some trouble. Okay, for one, Corsica owns a couple of counties here, don't mind that, that's just, they got that through inheritance. But my realm was split in three. I do own the lion's share of Castella, but there's my 0-year-old brother that rules these two counties in Navarra, and my 3-year-old brother that owns the entire kingdom of Leon. That cannot stand, I will be going to war for both of those kingdoms right quick. As soon as I finish dealing with this little war, what is this even? One of my brother's new vassals is fighting a war against me with his measly 222 guys. Yeah, that's not gonna go well for him, is it? Okay, never mind. This guy has a whole bunch of allies. I have no idea where he got them from, but he has them. To the point that he could actually stand a chance of winning if I was the AI. Well, that was quick and easy. Aquitaine is still there, still somewhat strong. I think I'm just gonna wait for this guy to die of old age before I attack them. That's a much more reasonable plan now that I am a young man myself. In the meantime, I could go to war with Zenzir. They could probably hire holy orders. They have some not insignificant allies. Oh, but he is near death himself, good old Sultan Muhammad II. So I'm just gonna wait for that to happen and go from there. Muhammad II has gone away and Zenzir has not split. However, they've lost all of their alliances and they are very weak. Let's go in on them, why not? Now I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. In the compromise phase we can only take one county. So I'm gonna take this one, so that when the compromise phase ends, we're going to be able to take all of these counties in a single war. Oh, and he's immediately fighting a civil war. A rebellion against his tyranny. They didn't even give him a chance, he just ascended to the throne and these guys are like, he's obviously a tyrant, get rid of him. I can see it in his eyes. Well, that was easy. That's another county for me. There's also an independent county ruler right here. I should probably snatch him before he becomes peacefully vassalized by Aquitaine or something. Does he want to be peacefully vassalized by me, by any chance? Ooh! He does if I give him a religious exemption and a little bit of a bribe. I say a little bit, that's most of my treasury. I'm just gonna invade him. Well, here's something interesting. Aquitaine is actually attacking Zenzir to make them their tributary. Now that's not gonna last long. Like, yeah, sure, they're going to get them as tributaries, but Guilliman is already at poor health. He's obese, dangerous habits, and he's a drunk. So that's not going to do them much good. and as soon as he goes down, I take Barcelona. Also, we have a second dynasty legacy, where I will be going Republican education. That gives me the ability to have the children I educate get town maven, giving them some extra stewardship and learning. Nice to have. And finally, for the first time... Oh, don't mind the holy bells, we're at the grand wedding. Anyway, for the first time, I've become my cultural head. Meaning I can finally choose what we research, and we are going to research plenary assemblies. That's going to allow me to enact a limited crown authority, and then I can actually revoke titles from my vassals. I've had a claim on this guy, the guy that controls a county within my capital duchy, for a while, but I can't do anything about it because I don't have the option to revoke the title, because we don't have the option to do limited crown authority. So that's going to get fixed in 28 years. Fantastic. And it's happened. The king of Aquitaine drank himself to death, leaving his kingdom vulnerable. They don't have any allies outside of their own little kingdom, and they do have an impressive military, but mine is more impressive. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna strike immediately and take a pretty big duchy from them. I will be leading my own troops, which is useful as I do have the military engineer trait, making sieges faster. And here they come. I should probably try and fight them where I'm the defender. They don't wanna attack me. I guess I'll siege down this county. Oh good, they're gonna try and siege down some of my counties. Excellent. I did pretty much max out all of my men-at-arms. I do have every single men-at-arms regiment available already hired, and they're all at 5 out of 5 size, so I don't expect to have much trouble. Oh, look at that, plus 30 advantage. Oh my god, and they got freaking stack wiped. Plus 50% war score just from that. Chef's kiss. I think I'm about to win the war. And do I now get that entire duchy for myself, or do I vassalize Duke Manel of Barcelona? I get it all myself. Fantastic. And it looks like the duchy title has been kept by Manel. Oh, he had lands outside of Barcelona, which is why I probably got him. If he didn't hold Mallorca over here, he probably would have been just vassalized by me. But don't quote me on that. Now, some of these are quite well-developed counties, particularly Rossello. I'm probably gonna keep this for myself, as I do have a bit of slack in my personal domain, and the rest of this can just go to randomly generated characters. So conveniently, even though the Mozarabics aren't the same as Catholics, we do still have the Pope as our head of faith, meaning that I've been asking him for gold for decades now, and he has certainly given me hundreds and hundreds. Well, not this Pope, he and his predecessors. Anyway, the most recent tax refund, as the character puts it, has given me enough money to found a Mozarabic Holy Order. That will be extremely useful as we are the only people in Iberia that don't have one. The Ashari have one, the Catholics have one, we don't. Well, that changes today. The Mozarabic Holy Order is here, and right now they only have 1,000 troops, but that will grow and grow until they are an incredibly powerful part of our army. In other news, I keep staring at this bit of Corsica within my realm, and it's super duper annoying. I guess I could just go to war with Corsica. I've been waiting for this guy to die, and I guess I will, just to get rid of all these annoying alliances. Who knows, maybe even this realm will split off from Corsica and become independent, which will make it that much easier to take it. So, well, I'll continue to wait for this guy to die. He's in poor health, he's infirm, he's fine. Well, he's not fine, that's the whole point. As you can see, we are almost done with the compromise phase. Next is opportunity, which will make it so that struggle clashes once again give you every single county that you border. And look how I've sort of positioned things. We have our ally of Galicia. They are the last remaining powerful Catholic realm in Iberia. Well, them and the Sarakishta. And look at this. They aren't small, But every single county they control borders us, meaning we can just take that entire realm in one war as soon as the compromise phase is done. And similarly with the Sakarishta, we can take almost their entire realm, leaving them with just one county in a struggle clash. And then there's Zenzir. Once we take Galicia and Sarakishta, all of these counties will just become ours in a single war. So I'm looking forward to that. Meanwhile, taking a look at the rest of the world, the Khazars are very powerful. They have the Kingdom of Ruthenia and the Empire of Carpathia as their tributaries. The Byzantines are not doing so hot. They lost a bit of Bulgaria to the Khazars and a bit of Anatolia to Egypt. So yeah, I wonder if they'll bounce back from that. The HRE has formed, and their de jure land has just supplanted the Germanian Empire. Fair enough, that often happens. And Poland is ruled by a conqueror. Now, I have set it so that the conquerors are 50% rarer, so I think that this guy, King Stanislav, is the only conqueror on the map right now. No, there's King Stanislav and Simbago. Where is Simbago? Oh, over here in sub-Saharan Africa. Well, I hope he accomplishes something. And similarly with Poland, they are pretty big, but they're currently losing a northern invasion war. Oh man, those guys are super annoying. Oh, but they only have like 400 guys, what happened? All of that war score is just from occupations, but they have an army, the northerners don't, so I don't know what's happening there. Okay, well, despite being negative 50% war score, Poland will probably win that war as well. Fair enough. Here we go. The Duke of Corsica has now died. Oh, he flagellated himself to death, poor bastard. And yeah, these two counties are indeed now independent. I could peacefully vassalize them, but that would require giving them low feudal obligations, and I don't wanna do that. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and seize both of them. I was attacking in the mountains and look at that, no casualties at all. And half of their army gone. I guess having good martial stats and all these martial perks really pays off. Now I know how the old king of Asturias used to feel. Oh, and as that war is finished, I got the Planetary Assembly's innovation, meaning I can finally go up from the very lowest crown authority level up to limited. You know what that means, cousin? It means you're gonna give me your title. And with the compromise phase soon ending, we are set to completely conquer and unify Iberia. At which point we will be able to do some more interesting things like establish various kingdoms, convene councils, either break or bind our faith to Rome, and of course, ending the struggle for Iberia once and for all. But that's gonna have to be for next time. Thank you very much for watching, my name has been Michael, and I'll see you next time.